Hello, I'm Keith, and this is my dad, Kerwin. Welcome back to a very special episode of Father and Son, a Star Wars podcast.
Thank you so much. Wow, I can't believe it's been over a week since we've been to the Philly Fan Expo,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it went by so fast.
Yeah,
we were there twice, and yet it still went by like.
And we had a fantastic time. So we just wanted to share with you our experience at the Fan Expo. So it was back on April 8th to the 10th.
Yeah.
Right.
We went on the 9th and on the 10th we presented.
Yes. So we went on a Saturday. So when we got there, actually, it had a good number of people there. It was
there were a whole lot of people on Saturday, but not as many on Sunday.
And we got there around 1:00 in the afternoon, and then we walked in, and on the main stage is Eckstein, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then
we got to take photos with her.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Moving ahead. And by the way, if you are a Star Wars or a Star Trek fan, you would have loved this expo because
unless you went.
They were both represented, both franchises. So it was actually fun to see how many were there. So besides Ashley Eckstein, Ming Na Wen was there, right?
Yeah,
she was
William
on the main.
Shatner was there.
Okay, well, you're confusing the genres, but okay, let's start with Star Wars.
Trek.
Oh yeah, let's start with Star Wars. So we're talking about Ashley and then Ming Na Wen. And then Carl Weathers. We also saw Carl Weathers. Yeah. And unfortunately, we couldn't get a close-up picture of Carl Weathers. He was on the main stage on Friday. Of course, we weren't there on Friday. And he was signing autographs Saturday afternoon, but we really couldn't see him that well. So we couldn't get a picture of Carl Weathers, but he was there. Now, if you're a Star Trek fan, guess what? They must have had 4 or 5 cast members of Star Trek: The Next Generation were there. I can't remember the names of all the actors, but
you remembered William Shatner, of course.
Yep, and the man himself, William Shatner, can you believe it, was actually there live at the expo. And once again, we saw him at the booth, right, where he was signing autographs, and he was wearing a mask. And we were trying to get up close to say hello, but the security wouldn't let us get too close.
Yeah, it was a VIP access thing.
Yes, you're right. It was a VIP access, which we did not have VIP access, unfortunately.
We should have, because we were presenting.
Yeah, well, we didn't, so that's okay. And so that was William Shatner, and then Ming Na Wen actually. Now I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday that we saw her, but she was actually okay. So she was signing photographs as well. She was and taking pictures, and we actually got Ming Na to wave at us, right?
Yeah.
You were trying to get her attention, and you waved, and she waved back. Yeah. That was pretty cool. And then also, not only did they have actors, celebrities there, but they also had authors. Once again,
we saw Claudia Gray and Charles Soule.
Right. Once again, Star Wars representing. We had Claudia Gray. She is actually my favorite Star Wars author. I have more of her books than I have anyone else. So she was there and politely signed a couple of books.
You got a whole shelf of them.
Yeah. She was there and politely signed a couple of my books, and Charles Soule was also there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took a picture of Charles Soule on Saturday, and then Sunday I went back and
I took a picture of you two.
Yeah, and he actually signed
one of our business
Light
cards.
of the Jedi. Well, that too.
As well.
Yes.
But the books we got signed, they're actually right up here.
That's fine.
Light of the Jedi and Master of the Apprentice.
Yeah. So there were, Claudia Gray signed her book, Charles Soule signed his. That was wonderful. So let's move into Sunday. What happened on Sunday?
Oh, well, Mom met one of her favorite people from The Last Dragon.
If you are a Last Dragon fan, it came out back in the 80s. Tamak, I think I pronounced his name correctly. We didn't get a picture of him, unfortunately. I didn't even know he was going to be there, but apparently you got his.
He gave you a business card.
Yeah, and he signed the business card, right?
Yeah.
He gave you his autograph.
Yeah, I let Mom keep it.
Yeah, that's wow. That was for Mom. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. So, if you're a fan of the movie, Tamak was there. And also, even before we get to Sunday, we were fortunate enough to take a photo with Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka Tano, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so she was very polite. And
she even put it on Twitter. Or was it Facebook?
Yes, well, the picture, the picture that we took on Saturday with the three of us, and Ashley was in the middle. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And by the way, talk about a power couple. Her husband, David Eckstein, he's a baseball player, but not only is he a former baseball player, but he is a 2-time World Series champion, right? And he also won the World Series MVP. So they were very nice. They're a power couple, wonderful, polite
awesome people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really I was very fortunate enough to meet her, And how did it feel to meet your hero, Ashley Eckstein?
I was like my heart stopped for about 5 beats there because I was like, what is happening? Am I dreaming? Is this real? And then I'm like, oh, no, it's not a dream because I'm walking right now. So no, this is not a dream. Yeah, like we even got to take multiple photos.
Yeah. You actually took more than one. Yeah.
Yes.
That was very cool. And then we took our photo and we posted it on Twitter and Instagram. So if you want to look for that photo, it would be there. So let's move into Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Sunday, we were fortunate enough to be invited to be a part of the creator stage.
Yeah.
And the creator stage are
11:30.
Yeah. And the creator stage are for podcasters. Again, we were contacted by the organizers of the expo and asked if we were interested in being a part of the creator stage. We did. We applied and we were there. Yeah. And our theme was family, right? So we talked about our favorite families, our favorite family moments. It was pretty cool. Yeah. How'd you feel, doing your first live podcast?
Like I said, I was a little bit nervous at first. And then was like, well, Dad's here. So nothing's going to happen that's that bad.
Thank you. That's hey, I think we did very well. It was very well received.
And people liked it.
So
and my uncle Chris was there.
Yes, right, exactly. And if you try to set how it was, try to imagine how it was set up if you were not there.
We have a video actually of the entire thing.
That's true. And we were actually, we weren't in a room, like a separate room for podcasters. We were actually on the floor. Right. And they had a stage set up for us. And so we could see and hear everything that was going on while we were podcasting. So we were trying to compete. If you look at it, something was going on to my right, somebody with a bullhorn as we're doing our podcast.
Yeah, and we just had to keep talking louder because somebody just kept going, last call for photo op with so-and-so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, could you not do that, please?
Right.
But
and then we saw people, we had to deal with people who were cosplaying, right? So there were people who come up with some very unique costumes and take the attention away from the audience who was listening to us. But I got
a photo with the Mandalorian, in fact.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty cool. And let's talk about the cosplay. It was amazing. I could not believe how many cosplayers were out there. And the costumes were amazing. I mean, people really put effort into making their costumes. And you took one with someone dressed as a Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mason took one with one of those characters from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, yeah. Battlestar Galactica was also represented, if you believe it. I used to watch Battlestar Galactica it came out in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. So if you are an old school fan of Battlestar Galactica, I was able to take a picture with Maceo, my younger son, standing in front of a Cylon. That was pretty cool. But then, you also took a picture of the Mandalorian and Star Wars Geek Girl. She is a podcaster as well. She and her father were there and took a couple of pictures with them. My buddy Chris came dressed in costume. So it was fantastic. It was just a great time. And I also want to thank Chuck Lindsay. He was the one that, helped us with setting up the table for the podcast stage. He worked on the sound. He edited the whole video. Yeah, and he and his wife are actually business partners, and they go around to different expos and they set up podcast stages. He did a wonderful job, he and his team. So we wanted to thank them. And basically, I just wanted to, again,
he also have 400 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, how about that? That was pretty cool. And I just wanted to just thank the Philadelphia Fan Expo again for inviting us.
I had the time of my life.
We really had a good time. And by the way, they already have dates set for next year. It's going to be in June. I don't have that in the dates in front of me, but I saw that they're ready, set up, and they have a weekend in June, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll see, if you're interested, if we want to apply again for next year, we'll do so.
Let's see if we can go.
Yeah, how about that? So we just wanted
I'll be 11.
Yes, you will. 1 year older. Yeah. So if you wanted to see the actual podcast, you can go ahead and look at our YouTube channel. It's up there, the full podcast.
We talked about the families of Star Wars in the episode.
So the full podcast episode is up on our YouTube, and you can also catch it on our streaming platforms. All right.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, you mentioned about our YouTube subscribers. So our numbers are still growing, but we're asking if you can continue to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, continue to spread the word about our channel to people you know. We are also on
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Audible, wherever you get your podcasts, really.
Right.
And again, please subscribe, because if you do, you'll be able to stay in the know of all our future episodes and help contribute to us getting to 500 subscribers.
All right. Yes.
We're almost there.
That's our next goal, 500 subscribers. So, and once again, thank you to the Fan Expo, Brittany Rivera, who was the coordinator, who reached out to us. Thank you for making this happen for us. And, maybe we'll see you again next year. Okay. All right. So if that is it, then we can end it. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So thank you very much. Just wanted to share our experience at the expo. We had a great time. So until next time, take care, and we will see you again.